everybody, and welcome to Casa de Leon. Well, we're in the basement of Casa de Leon today. I'm Ronnie, and today we're going to talk about everything you need to get your seeds started indoors in preparation for the gardening season. I know starting seeds indoors can really feel intimidating and overwhelming. To be honest, when I started looking into this, I didn't even know where to begin. If you buy plant starters at a nursery or a greenhouse, and that's how you choose to get your garden going, that is totally fine. I support that. It's a great way to get a garden going. But there are lots of benefits to starting your seeds indoors. Let me share just a couple of those benefits with you. You have a much wider selection of seeds and diversity of plants that you can get going in your garden if you start your seeds indoors. Again, if you go to a nursery or greenhouse, that's great. You can get your plant starters there, but they're gonna have a really limited variety. If there's a certain kind of tomato you're looking for, you're kind of stuck to choosing from the couple of plants that they have there. But if you start your seeds indoors, the whole internet is full of different places where you can buy seeds to start whatever kind of tomatoes, other vegetables, fruits that you want. Starting your own seeds indoors also gives you a jump start on the growing season. You know that your plants are healthy, you've been taking care of them, you've been watching them all the way from seeds. It's super rewarding as well. Not only do you get a jump start on the growing season, but honestly, it's a lot cheaper to start your plants from seeds. So if you go to a nursery or a greenhouse and buy a tomato plant, depending on where you're located, that could cost you around $6 for one tomato plant. The pack of seeds that I bought for tomatoes was $3, and it came with 25 seeds. Even if there's an 80% germination rate on those 25 seeds that I got, I still have the opportunity to plant and grow 20 tomato plants for $3, compared to one starter plant at a greenhouse or nursery that could cost $6. Let's get to what you need for starting your seeds. There are several different ways that you can start your seeds. I know that there are some growers who soil block. I don't have a soil blocker, and that's not something that I'm going to get into this year. Maybe we'll try it in the future. But they literally take a big bin of soil. They use the soil blocker to pop out basically little squares of soil that they can then put on a tray, and they plant the seeds in those little soil blocks. So that's a really cool way that you can start your seeds as well. But the way that we're gonna start seeds is in containers. So I bought a seed container like this from Amazon. This is a 40 cell, they call each little space here cells. This is a 40 cell seed tray, and I think I got like 10 of these for maybe like $25. It really wasn't that expensive. So what comes in the package was 10 of these seed trays. You can see that it has the hole in the bottom so that we can underwater. It has the watering tray with it. It also has the humidity dome with it. So some plants need to stay a little more moist than others, and so the humidity dome will create an environment that will hold the moisture in and make sure that your seed or seedling has all of the moisture that it needs. As you know, I'm new to this, so I just went with what was cheap on Amazon. These feel a little bit flimsy. They're definitely going to work for what I want them for the purposes of just starting my seeds. I know that there are really heavy duty ones available online. I saw a guy stand on one of these before. Like, they're heavy duty and reusable. You could reuse these. That's assuming they last. So just getting started, trying something for the first time, I went with these ones that were a little bit cheaper on Amazon. I also got these on Amazon. It's just a different kind of seed starting tray. I really like this because it comes with these little biodegradable cups. So I don't remember which vegetables it was, but as I was looking through the seed packets, I noticed that some of them said that their roots are kind of delicate, and so you have to be really careful when you are transplanting them after the last frost. So I thought I'd get some of these to try, because you can actually plant this whole thing. Because the little cups are biodegradable, you start seeds in here and you just transplant the whole thing. It also came with the watering tray and the humidity dome. So I'm excited to try these as well. I don't remember which one of these kits came with these, but I think it was my favorite part of the whole order. Look at these little teeny tiny gardening tools, you know, so when we're planting our seeds we can get in there, and I just think these are the cutest things ever. Also came with labeling stakes, so you write what seed you have planted and you stick it in the row or the tray so you don't forget what is planted there. Just because I'm choosing to use these trays to start my seeds doesn't mean that you have to. You can really get creative, and I'm probably gonna have to too. I have way more seeds than I have cells and seed starting trays. So we can get creative and repurpose other items in our house to start seeds. For example, takeout boxes. This is a perfect container to start seeds in. It already has its own humidity dome. You just put a little bit of soil in here. Be careful as you're watering. You'll want to do your best to not disturb the seeds when you're overhead watering, since you can't underwater this, but that is completely fine. It's gonna work great. Chinese, do you ever get Chinese takeout? Also, humidity dome included. Just be careful watering. You often underwater your seedlings in these trays because you could disturb the seed if you're spraying the top too heavy. That's why we underwater. So be careful with these, that you're watering very carefully. This, I was so excited to get this at a food truck with my husband like a week ago. It's biodegradable, so I know that there are some vegetables, I don't remember which ones off the top of my head, that are better to start in a tray like this. So we will be filling and seeding right in this, and maybe we'll just plant the whole thing. Other ideas. You can use egg cartons. You obviously shouldn't plant this because it's styrofoam. It won't break down. It's not good for the environment. But you can definitely start seeds in each of these little cells. If you have a cardboard egg carton, you can use that as well. And these you could plant. If you start seeds in them, you want to cut them up and just plant the plant right in the cell, you could totally do that. I've even heard people who, these are cleaned, washed out eggshells. I'll be using them for fertilizer in the garden, but you could plant seedlings in here. People definitely start seeds in eggshells. There's totally enough room for you to put some dirt and a little tiny seed in there and get that seedling started. More takeout trays, plastic containers. You can use anything you have to get your seeds started. Now, let's talk about the soil that we're gonna use to get our seeds started. I did a lot of research, I watched a lot of videos, and there are different mixtures, different products that people mix in to make what they would call the perfect seed starting soil. But something I've learned, and you may already know this, is that seeds have everything they need in it. They have all the nutrients they need to sprout and germinate. So what we're gonna use to start our seeds doesn't have to be overly fertilized or nutritious. It just needs to be the right consistency, the right medium, the right moisture, so that the seeds could do their thing. So when I went to the store, I was looking for a couple different items that I was gonna make my own mixture of. I was looking for cocoa coir, vermiculite, worm castings. So those were some of the products that I heard do best for seed starting. The store I went to, though, had this product that was already pre-mixed, and it's organic, which I love. So I'm gonna be using Jiffy Seed Starting Mix. You can see that it has peat moss, cocoa coir, and vermiculite already pre-mixed in here, so we're pretty much ready to go. So there you have it. That's everything you need to get your seeds started indoors and get a good jump start on your garden. Thanks so much for watching this video. Be sure to like it and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be putting out more videos soon of actually starting seeds as we get our garden going. Also, we're on Facebook and Instagram, Casa de Leon. We'd love for you to follow us there for more content. Let's grow together. See you soon.